Hey there, what's going on? And welcome to today's episode. If we're meeting for the first time, we are the Beach Boss Influencers. I'm Carrie Hyam,
My name is Fran Loebscher.
I'm Adrienne Lindeen.
and today we're going to be talking about something that's a little controversial, and you may have seen it come across your own news feeds inside social media. And it's this ad that says, "We will build your downline for you." If you're watching in somewhere where you can, comment, let us know how that makes you feel because it kind of sounds very tempting and promising, right? But at the exact same time, it can also sound too good to be true. So is it? Is it too good to be true? Is it legit? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Is it legit or is it a waste of time? And is it a waste of money to hire someone to try and build your download or excuse me, to try and build your downline for you. So watch this video to find out what you need to know about these services, which will save you a ton of money and potentially a ton of frustration. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss out on new valuable content that we share here at Beach Boss Influencers. So, ladies, let's talk about this. Adrienne, what do you think about these sponsored ads that are coming across our news feeds right now, telling with promises of building their downline?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not in the marketing space, as we were before Beach Boss, we invested in ourselves and learned marketing skill sets, right? So we see these things come across, and we're aware, we know, kind of they can be misleading, all those things. But I think for people inside the industry of network marketing, they're just hungry to learn strategies that will help them with where they're at in their business, right? So of course they're going to see something like that and it's going to grab their attention. It's going to make them feel like, oh my gosh, this is the answer to helping them grow their business how they want it, because that's really what it is, right? They're hungry to learn, what is it that you're doing over there or that you've done that you can just duplicate my downline for me, not duplicate it, but, build my downline for me. And so I think that some, people inside the industry who are just looking to build that business, maybe because they've tried strategies before, or they don't have an upline, they don't have guidance. And so they're just like kind of on their own to figure it out. And, people can maybe fall into a trap of, kind of falling for some of these ads. And, to be honest, the newsfeed is so noisy these days. So noisy, noisier than even when we started building online. And so I think that, people get curious, right? They get curious. They want to know, like, is this legit? It's so tempting. I'm excited because this is the answer to whatever. And I'm going to go click and I'm going to kind of go down that digital hole. But, is it too good to be true? Like, is it really too good to be true? And I think that that's kind of like, in this digital age where there's bots and there's so many things and there's all these promises, it's kind of like you guys need to have your spidey senses up. And, first of all, I don't know about you guys, but if someone's out there like, I'm going to build your downline for you, first of all, right, it's like, okay, that sounds great, right? But I don't know, Fran, what do you think?
Yeah, so I mean, often, first of all, what I want to say is often when something sounds too good to be true, it sounds like, oh, it usually is too good to be true. Okay. But usually what they do is they'll say, okay, well, I'm going to build you a recruiting funnel. This is how they come up. And they say, we're going to build you a recruiting funnel. There's going to be a capture page. It's going to grab the person's details. And that is going to, like, the whole ad and the whole premise is to offer an easy online side gig. And people are always looking for side gigs. They're always looking for ways to make money outside their job, to quit their job. But this is an easy online sales, online, I can't talk, online side gig, okay, opportunity. And then when they get to the sales page, that's when the people discover, oh, this is network marketing. Okay. So they don't know until they get to the sales page that it's actually network marketing. And they build this funnel for you and then they run ads. But if you want to recruit more network marketers, you don't want to have to go through the process of convincing them that actually it's a great way to, to build a second income stream, to build a side gig. But there are some people who have, who may have been in network marketing, or who have known somebody who's in network marketing, who, has a garage filled with products, and they don't want anything to do with network marketing. They've heard from someone, maybe their aunt or whoever, that, it was a scam, or they think that it's a pyramid scheme. They think it's a scam. They don't want anything to do with it. And so you end up paying for these ads, you end up paying for this, that actually is not going to bring in the right people, or may not bring in the right people.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I do want to add is that recruiting funnels themselves work, right?
Yeah.
Like we've all used recruiting funnels in our
Yeah.
own business
Yeah.
to recruit, bring in customers. Like, there was different ads different funnels that we had built. We had ads that were running to different funnels. Like we've tested all of this. And it's not to say that recruiting funnels don't work. But where it seems to go wrong is that it's the promise that this is going to be done for you. It's a magic button. We're going to
Yeah.
put this in place and you're going to have floods of people coming into your downline, when that's not actually the case. If someone's promising you, like, you don't have to do any work, you don't have to lift a finger, and you're going to, be at the top ranks of your company, I personally run away from those people. And because here's the thing, like, they can build you an incredible funnel, but if you don't know how to get the right people into that funnel,
It's
you're
typically
gonna
not. Yeah.
it's pointless of even having that funnel and to begin with.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing a lot, what's happening in our industry actually, is a lot of people wanting that magic button, right? And wanting to bypass like doing work to get to that success. But really, like, the people who have become successful have developed skill sets, put in place, and use those skill sets to get them the success. So, that's what I'm seeing a lot that's happening, especially with this, like, oh, we'll do your funnel for you. But if you don't have the skill set, by the way, how do you teach these things to your team? How do you teach it to people that you're bringing in? Because, a problem with this is that it's not a duplicatable strategy, because you're going to bring people into your team. There's going to be people that don't want to learn how to build online. They don't want to learn how to do what you're doing. So it's not duplicatable. And if someone built it for you, you have no clue how to do it yourself. And I'll give you an example. I remember when I was getting into the online space, and it was, we were taught how to build our own websites, like all this stuff. And I was like, I want it done faster. So I hired someone to build me my website, in the beginning. And I had to turn around, and then once it was built, it was like, here you go. But it's like, I didn't know how to put on a blog. I didn't know how to change things. I didn't know how to go in there. I didn't know, because I didn't build it myself, right? So then I had to burn that all down and turn around and build it. And that's where I learned the skill set. So if you didn't develop that skill set, like, you don't even know how to tweak your funnel or anything in the process at, like, how do I make it work if it's not working? So you're basically getting an ineffective tool that you can't control and you can't duplicate. So,
Well, and on top of that, like, the funnel has to be filled, right? So you have this funnel that they're just handing over to you, like those people did to you, Adrian. They just handed you your website, handed you what they did. And it's like, it's just sitting there, right? Because if you don't have a skill set to even attract people into that funnel, and those people aren't high quality. And I mean, we do teach people how to run Facebook ads, but I'm telling you right now, it's a completely higher level beast of a skill set. And when you are bringing people in, to your point, Adrian, you're bringing people in let's say that you do start recruiting some of these people. Majority of people, they want to join network marketing because they need money, right? They need a side gig. And so if you're going to turn around and say, oh, now we're going to build you a funnel and you're going to have to spend $5,000 to $10,000 to build this funnel, and then we're going to be spending thousands of dollars a month on ads, those people are going to flip you the bird and say, I got into this business to make money, not necessarily to go and immediately turn around and spend thousands and thousands of dollars. And so when it comes to duplication, you know, it is possible for you to own a recruiting funnel and know how that recruiting funnel works, but it's 10 times more effective, to Adrian's point, if you build it yourself. If you understand the nuances of a funnel, if you understand how to bring high quality people into the funnel, if that funnel breaks, you know what needs to happen to get that funnel working again and to fix it. Yeah, absolutely.
And
To that
also,
point,
like, sorry, Fran, I was
no,
going to
no, I
add
was just
another thing.
going
It's you also have had expense people. Like, how are
Mm-hmm.
you going to recoup the money you put into your ad to get people into that funnel on the backside? So,
Mm-hmm.
it's just another thing to think about.
yeah. And we tested it. So we tested actually having our team build funnels, have a completely automated business.
Mm-hmm.
And our team did not, it failed dismally because our team got so stuck in all the tech and trying to set up their funnels, and months and months and months went by without them enrolling anybody, without them bringing in any customers, and that they quit. You know, it's not for the faint of heart. But so, recruiting funnels can be very effective. We've run
Mm-hmm.
them. If number one, you build it, so you know what goes into building it, and you know how to fix it when things go wrong. Okay, and if they're built right. But I wouldn't have someone who hasn't been using funnels in network marketing build you a recruiting funnel. Okay, we know how to fill the funnel. We know how to get high quality people into the funnel to actually get more sales, get more recruits, get more, grow the team and make more money.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to, if you want to have more automation in your business, then you've got to learn that skill set first. Okay. You've got to understand how to do it. It is a higher level skill set. Okay. And so that, you can build it, you can evaluate what's working, what's not working, and then move on and slowly start building more and more sophisticated funnels and more sophistication into your process, as opposed to, let me just pay somebody to do it for me because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's not going to work. Okay. A funnel, and in fact, we've tested this as well with students, is okay, build your own funnel. But a funnel it's not like you put this funnel up, you put it out into Facebook land, get people into it, and it works and you make a lot of money on the back end. No, it takes a lot of time and money, and testing and tweaking and testing and tweaking and money and testing and tweaking and money to actually make that funnel effective, to
Mm-hmm.
make that funnel convert, so that people come into it, convert, and buy whatever your offer is.
Mm-hmm.
So funnels are great. We love funnels.
Yes,
Yes.
we did
We
love
do love
automation.
funnels. We love automation. But we also want to be real with you, and so that you understand what it takes in order to build a recruiting funnel. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just like, there we go, done. I've got 100 in my downline.
Yep. And it's very shiny object, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty, you hear the word, oh, recruiting funnel. Oh, someone's going to build my downline for me. And it can be really easy to like get sucked into it. I mean, we're sucked into shiny objects all the time. And we even understand that they're shiny objects when we are buying it. But we're like, oh, this is pretty, magic button, right? Like, and it's even been, for us as beaches over the last few months, it's evaluating the shiny object as it's presented better, right? Like, better evaluation. How is this going to work? How is it going to, raise our bottom line? Is it something that we even have the bandwidth to bring on right now? Right? Like, if you as a network marketer don't know how to have an enrollment conversation. If you've never recruited a person, the last thing you need to be worried about is a funnel and having a funnel.
And having
You
a
should
recruiting funnel that's going to bring people to you that you're not
that
going to know how to actually
that you're
close
not
them.
gonna exactly, right? Like, there's some fundamental, like, core skill sets of network marketing. The very act of prospecting, where to go on social media to find high quality people. Like, if you don't know that piece, again, a recruiting funnel is way down the road, right? Funnels are effective when you, as the leader, own and host that funnel, and you allow your team to use the funnel that you own and host. But it takes and requires, as we've been talking about, all of these skill sets that need to be developed before you're ready to take on this big, massive funnel that you're not going to know what to do with if you haven't done the work. It requires work. And if someone's promising you, push this button and you're going to be to the top of your company, again, those are the people that you really need to steer clear from. Save your money, take that money that you would have, spent on this, $10,000 funnel and then thousands of dollars a month, and invest in actual mentorship. Invest in actual mentorship of learning some of these skill sets that we've been talking about, so you can get to that point and that level where you're ready for a recruiting funnel. But if you don't have anybody on your team yet, there's some fundamental skill sets that you probably should start developing before you worry about this thing, this shiny object that looks really pretty, that's not going to add anybody to your bottom line. So, with that, we do teach our students how to automate their messenger conversations. We teach them how to get their prospects organized so that nobody falls through the cracks. And by sending the right message to the right person at the right time in bulk, so you're not a super spammy, Grammy, or annoying, people 6 times with following up or whatever that may be, but it can be very effective when you have developed those skill sets. So if you want to click the link below this video, you can check out Lead Magics. It's actually our own automation. It's an incredible automation tool that can help you. That, I guess, it is kind of like a mini recruiting funnel, so that you're not worried about all the tech of all these things down here in this big funnel, but instead it's like, how do we automate the process of taking someone from cold, right? A cold prospect. How do we move them along in conversation so that they become a hot, high quality prospect that is interested in maybe joining me in my business? So go definitely check out Lead Magics, because that's kind of like the baby step to creating your own recruiting funnel that, I'll tell you what, it has saved us hours and hours and hours every single week while we recruit people. And don't forget to join our free online community with over 30,000 network marketers just like you to discover the secrets to grow your social media using automation. Find the link in the description below, and we'll see you on the next episode.